Guys, I am so excited because PU is finally out on Pokemon Showdown. If you guys didn't know, PU is the tier that is under NU, and it's basically considered to be the most least used Pokemon. Partially used, or it just means PU. It means they Pokemon stink, okay? These Pokemon stink, but not really. It's all based on usage. But I'm really excited because PU is actually one of my favorite tiers. I loved PU last generation. I had a lot of fun with it, and there's a lot of cool toys down here that we have. And again, I do know your thoughts on tier, but we're going to go over some of the ones that stick out to me. Shout out to Golden Torkoal, of course, who actually put them in type order and just arranged them. So Scyther's really cool. SD Scyther, I don't know how long that thing will stay, but then PU does have some great rock types to be able to do it. Some decent rock types anyway that could deal with it. But SD Scyther, awesome threat. We have Masquerain, so obviously Masquerain and Leavanny, so sticky webs are something you can see. We also have a lot of hazard setters like Venipede and this is Whirlipede. No, this is Venipede. This is Venipede. Venipede. Is that Whirlipede? That should be Venipede. Why isn't Whirlipede down here? Is it not down here? Maybe it's I don't know. But we have that as well as Crustle and even Kricketune for sticky webs, so that's pretty cool. In the dark types, we have some really nice mons as well, like Sableye down here. Pawniard was a big threat last generation in the PU tier. I'm excited to use Guzzlord down here as well as maybe some type of variation of Sun, seeing as how I see Prankster Liepard, so Liepard can set up Sun, and then we have, of course, Shiftry to abuse that, so some really cool mons, another Prankster mon and Murkrow. Dragon types, I'm actually very excited to be able to use Drumpa in the tier, as well as Alolan, Executor, and Turtonator. Basically, I'm excited to use Trick Room down here, or maybe even like a Calm Mind, Roost type of Drumpa down in this tier, Shell Smash, Turtonator, and then maybe like a Trick Room or offensive Executor. As for electric types, we have both Raichus, so Nasty Plot Raichu is definitely an option. Manectric would be cool for Volt Switch as well as tricking. Electros is down here, which is sick. Togedemaru, not sure what Togedemaru will do down here, but being able to absorb obviously electric type attacks is pretty cool. Fairy types, Togekiss, so we get Defogger down here. Shiinotic, it'll probably be like this tier's baby Amoonguss, though it's nowhere near as good as Amoonguss, but Strength Sap is still really cool. I wish it just had better HP, of course, but Carbink, so another option for Trick Room. Stealth Rock, Boom, and then regular Mawile. Ooh, and I love Mr. Mime last generation. Like Scarf Mr. Mime was really fun as well. So let's see what we have in fighting types. Fighting types is going to be really nice. We have Gallade is down here. So let's see Gallade or Banning Gallade. Probably going to destroy everything. As I can see, even breaks through most of the fairy types. Although, of course, Grandma would intimidate. And Clef down here is really nice. Poliwrath is a cool option for either just defensive Rest Talk set with Scald, Circle Throw, or a Rain Dance Sweeper. Sock being down here. Choice Band Sock with Sturdy or Mold Breaker. Always been a giant threat. Monferno was one of the kings of the last gen's PU. So, nice to see that down here. This is Hakamo, or Hakamo'o, and Combuskin as well. Maybe like a special sweeper since Baton Pass is banned. I'm definitely excited to be using Crabominable on Trick Room. I really do wish that Crabominable actually had like just a bit more speed. Like even like base 70 speed would just make it even decent just as its own Pokemon. But like I feel like you only have to use it under on the Trick Room. Oh, Machoke is down here too, so I'm not sure if they'll actually ban Dynamic Punch this generation, but we'll see how great Machoke is. Rest on Machoke with a Violite, great mon, even 4 attacks was amazing. As for fire types, we have some really cool ones. Specs Typhlosion is really nice, finally down in the PU tier. Charizard with Solar Power, again, Sun is definitely a cool option as well. Fletch is definitely a threat. Gary, as well as Ninetales being down here. I don't think Drought will be legal. I'm pretty sure when I'm talking about Sun, guys, when I talk about Sun and Rain, I'm not talking about auto setters. I'm talking about Pokemon that use Sunny Day with like a Heat Rock or use Rain Dance with like a Damp Rock. So flying types, we have some really cool threats down here as well. Articuno will be really nice. What's up, Bruce? Drifblim is going to be cool, especially with that Unburden. Excited to use Toucannon. I really am excited to be using like the baby Pokemon, I want to say. Not the baby Pokemon, but the newer Pokemon rather. So like Toucannon, I'm excited to use in a tier where if we actually go to Steel types, scroll down a little bit. Yeah, there's some great Steel types, but for the most part, Toucannon's Overheat roasts most of them outside of like Aggron and maybe Noah's Pass. The rest of them get roasted by Overheat. So that's pretty cool for Toucannon. We have Baby Decidueye down here too. I was about to say Dominatrix. I don't think that's his name. I definitely don't think that's his name. The Oricorio form is going to be fun too for Revelation dances. Then we even have Defog and Vullaby. That's nice. Ghost types. Delmise isn't down here, but Palossand is cool. Shedinja, maybe we'll see some variation of a stall. Not sure. We have Sableye, Shedinja. I don't know. I'll look more into that. But Haunter, giant threat, hits really hard, decent speed tier as well. I'm assuming Alakazam is down here as well. And Golurk is going to be nasty as well, the PU tier. So as for grass types, we have a bunch of Sun Abusers. Just to name a few, Shiftry, Executor, Vileplume, Victory Bell. And then we have, obviously, the Rain Abuser and Ludicolo. So that's really sick. Tangela will be a nice defensive wall with a Violet. Excited to be using Spikes on Feral Seed, and even Quiver Dancing Lilligant is really nice. Oh, there's some really cool options down here. Ooh, and then maybe even like in a Violet boosting Servine, or maybe like a Choice Scarf, and I could just go for Leaf Storms and boost them around. Ground types, I'm happy that we have Trapinch. Quagsar's down here, but Quagsar's one of those mons that's splashable and does the same thing in every single tier, so if you want to use it on your underwear team, or not. Piloswine is really nice for rocks. Ooh, and Hippo. Wonder if Sand will be Sand is legal. That'd be cool. Is Stoutland down here? Let's check. Stoutland is down here, so if Sand is legal, that'd be really cool. I'm pretty sure it will be. Gashon as well. Nice defensive core. Nice defensive mon. And Vibrava as a defogger that can beat Camerupt, except if it's HP Ice. What else do we have down here? As for ice types, as long as we have, we have Jinx. We have Jinx, Abomasnow. So the fact that we have Abomasnow, we have a two Hail Setter, well 3 actually if you look at this mon right here, and 4 if you look at the baby versions of the mons. But we have Abomasnow, Vanillix, and Aurorus, and all those can set up Hail, and maybe like for us a Hail specific team like that's designed around sweeping with Hail, but the fact that you can get up Hail, and then also the fact that Alolan Sandslash does learn Aurora Veil, that can be really good on like Hail Hyper offense. So basically, you lead off with the Hailmon, you sack it, usually like Focus Sash Aurorus just to get up rocks. Then you bring in Sandslash, you go for the Aurora Veil, and then you just set up with something like Lilligant, or you set up with something like maybe a Dragon Dancing Mon, or a Quiver Dancing Mon, like Lilligant obviously, Swords Dancing Mon, a Shell Smashing Mon like Caracosta, or Crossthorn, anything like that. Like that, I could definitely see something like that becoming a thing. Let's see what else we have. As for the normal types, Toucannon, something I'm excited about. Cinccino, or Cincino, whatever. Miltank, the mascot. Buffalon's going to be really nice, especially as a Sap Super switching for all the grass types we have in this tier. Type Noah is going to be really cool as well. It's pretty much bulkier than Porygon. I wish I had Recover, but I can see like an SD Rustalk set being very common. Ursaring, Drumpa, of course. As for poison types, we have some options in T-Spikes. Coilfish, nice pivot as well as Spikes. Ariados, but also Sticky Web and T-Spikes. Roselia. Psychic types, Duosion always been a threat. Mesprit as well is down here. Great support mon. Mesprit's like I want to compare it to like a baby Mew. It has so many cool options. Just obviously not as strong as Mew, but so many cool options. Having Levitate, Stealth Rock, can have Healing Wish as well. Choice Scarf, Calm Mind, offensive. Kadabra as well has a great speed tier as well as special attack. So that's gonna be a cool mon down here. And I already mentioned Galade is gonna be nasty as hell. As for rock types, we have some pretty decent rock types. Regirock, of course, Crustle for hazards, Kabutops, so a Rain Abuser, Aggron as well. Steel types, I mentioned a few, Aggron, Klinklang. Klinklang is going to be really fun to sweep, especially because there's not really any defensive fire types, I guess, maybe Macargo Gary, as well as maybe Camerupt, but there's not too many defensive fire types, or there's not the most steel types that can beat Klinklang. Plus you could pair it with something cool, like maybe a Trapinch or something to trap that, but Alolan Duckshiro and Sand would be pretty cool as well, assuming that's legal. And then we have a bunch of water types. I'm really excited to be using Wishy-Washy. Really excited to use Wishy-Washy, maybe like some sort of Taunt, Soak, Toxic, Stalling, Pikamuku, because Baton Pass is banned. SD Bidoof with Simple, Quick Attack would be cool. And we have a bunch of Shell Smash Sweepers as well. Gorbis, Huntail, Caracosta, Barbarical. Ooh. Yeah, so the tier is looking really nice, and I think the thing that Jambad's really excited for is the fact that we have Frogadier right here. It's basically Baby Greninja, so the fact that we have Frogadier, really cool, and also every single Silvally form, but I do think that Type No outclasses it, though obviously Parting Shot is pretty cool. But we have that, and is Natu? Natu should be down here. It doesn't show Natu, but I'm pretty sure Natu's down here. So that'd be really nice to use. So Baby Bisharp, Lil Pawniard, you know, Frogadier, and even like Prinplup, which has been a great defogger always, in my opinion. So I'm really excited for the PU tier. Obviously, I do want to know your thoughts. It is available in alpha on Pokemon Showdown right now. As you can see, we got a whole bunch of new mons from last generation. Malamar's going to be pretty clean for sweeping as well. So we got a bunch of new mons from last generation and then a bunch of the old mons right here. So I'll actually be linking this thread down below if you guys would like to see it. Check it out. Maybe it'll help you when you're team building on PU, which you can do on PokemonShowdown.com. And yeah, let me know your thoughts. So I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye, friends.